If you're going to spend on this game, spend responsibly. Use the Apptoide App Store. It's got all the best in-game purchases. They fight for market share with Apple and Google. That's why they offer these discounts. Use promo code MUSHY as seen above. And information of how to download this is in the description to the video as well as in the Discord.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Legend of Mushrooms with Genghis. So today, I wanted to go over a new feature that was added to the game a little while ago, probably about 2 months ago, I think. Back when the Beast Tamer, Necromancer, Spirit, whatever, that sort of stuff got added, the 4th class. So it actually is a really good way to scout your opponent. It's also a good way to steal people's builds and understand what they're doing, how they're beating you, that sort of stuff. So I'm going to go into our cross-server parking, and look at this. We're playing server 73. So 73, a lot of people have said to me, this is the competition if you want to be the best. So they're supposed to be one of the best in the game, if not the best. So there's also another server that's been messaging me saying they think they're the best, but they're North American, so they're not sure we'll ever meet. And let's look at these guys. So I'm going to go into guard here, and I'm going to look at the second guy, and I'm looking at him because he's Prophet. So you go into compare, and I'm talking about PAL attributes. So you click over there, and that's how you get to it. And then you'll click on these, and you can scroll down and change. And now you can evaluate how you would compete against the person or what they're using. This is an excellent way to look at them, right? So you can look at main character attributes, and you can be like, sorry, you could be like, oh, how am I going to do against this guy? And you can look, and you could say final HP, final attack. You could compare that stuff. You could go down to skill crit, skill damage, etc., right? Like I got him on skill. I got him on some other stuff. He's got me. I got him on stun, which means I don't even know what he's running here because I got him on evasion too. He's got me on regen, so he's running a lot of regen. But anyways, it doesn't matter. We can also click on his gear and see what type of stuff he's running. Mostly skill crit regen, which is what I'm doing. But in the pals, you can't lie, right? So that's the whole thing here on compare. You go into pals, and find ones that you have that are the same. So we both have Treasure Dragon. So let's look. And this is pretty much going to tell you how you're going to do in the battle. Like this will tell you, like you can't hide this sort of stuff. There's not much you can do to add to your pals that isn't just pure my account's better than yours. Like your mount empowerments, they'll add to your pals, and you could do some stuff in souls. But for the most part, if you're the same class and someone has you beat on the pals and you have the same pals, they're probably going to beat you. So like if you look here, his damage multiplier is a bit higher, his crit damage is higher, and then everything else is the same because, well, that's what pals do. Let's look at another one. He has Hydro Sprite. I have Hydro Sprite. And he's got me beat on those as well. Basically the exact same thing. So this tells me that his core attributes, right, his basic attack, his pal attack, his skill attack, all the amount empowerments, all his gear levels, all of that is higher than mine. So I'm probably not going to be able to beat him. And, you know, you can't really tell that all the time, but this is a way. Now, another thing that I like to do on this is I like to look and see what's he running. Why is he running it? So he's got Alpine Fox on. And then you could go into character attributes. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure why he has Alpine Fox on because he only has 10% stun. So this kind of tells me, I don't know why this guy's doing this. This could be he might have a build up that I'm viewing that is just to like fool people looking at him. Or he might not know what he's doing. Or maybe he knows what he's doing and I don't know what he's doing. And then there's this one, Tipsy Snail. This is slow movement. So right there, this kind of tells me what he's doing now. Now I kind of think I know what he's doing. Now I think this is his PvE build. And that's what I'm looking at. And then he has Fiery Tail for more skill. And then if we go into our pals over here, let's go. We'll find Tipsy Snail right here. Reduce enemy movement speed by 40%. So right there, Now we know that is not his PvP build. So I can't really compare and get a good idea out of it. So that lets you know, like, you're being tricked, right? The person doesn't sit in their stuff. So me personally, I sit in my PvP build, but I'm gonna start changing that. I'm gonna start having more builds. I've actually been playing around a little bit with using a, and don't laugh at me, I've been playing around with using a crit rate mask instead of skill crit as a mage. I'm experimenting with it. I do like it at certain times here. Why do I like it? Because I just want to have a little bit of crit rate to take advantage of some of my crit damage when I'm using basic attack between my skills. But I've switched back to Prophet also from Dark Lord to regenerate my skills quicker. But anyways, let's look at some other people here. So this is an archer, and can we Plume Monarch, Supreme Spirit, Plume, Martial Sage. Let's see what oh, there we go. There's a Prophet. So let's compare. But before we get to the Prophet, I actually want to see what Martial Sages are running these days. So let's see what sort of pelts they're running. So Electric Pup, yep, that hasn't changed. The Benny, which is a bunny. Rainbow Guardian, yep, Treasure. And Warlord Hydro Sprite, very interesting. That might be for going against monsters. But you never know. Now let's look at this Prophet. Let's do a comparison. So how would I do against them? Looks like I'd lose. They're level 162, and that's usually enough for me to know right away I'm going to lose. Let's go look at the PAL attributes. Let's see how we're doing things here. We're both doing Hydro Sprite. Let's take a look. And yeah, oh, I got them on crit damage actually. But we both have Angel Deer. We both have Treasure Dragon. Now they're running the Kung Fu Master. I've heard of a lot of people who really like this. I've never been able to get this one to work for me. And because they're running this Kung Fu Master, I know this is their PvP build because you would not be using this against monsters. So right there, I know that I can do a good scout on them. And then right here, ooh, the Night Sprite Fox. Let's take a look. I will be honest, and I either have it and don't use it, or it's one of those ones that's passed me by. So that's not it. Increase evasion by 10 and boss damage. So here it is. This one is skill crit 5 and skill crit damage 10%. So this was an event one. So skill crit 5, skill crit damage versus the other one that I got recently that was free, and I do actually kind of like it. Is this it? 8% skill crit and 8% skill crit damage only for the first 15 seconds of the battle. So this one I would only use on attack because I'm going to get my attacks out for pre-blitz. And then if you're on defense, not going to be working. And this would not be good against archers because they're just fast and you're not going to get your stuff out. So anyways, that's how I use the new PAL stuff to scout and to steal ideas from other people to see what they're up to with the builds. Let me know if you guys have been doing this, how else you use this, and like, subscribe, leave a comment.